Hey, hi guys. Um, yeah, this stream is gonna be rough. If you have issues with mentions of sexual assault, pedophilia, and just all that jazz, click off now. This is not the stream for you. It'll be rough. Mm. Okay, where do we begin? I Yes, please, Cat. Um, for most of my life as a child, my mother was very negligent. She didn't properly take care of my mental or physical health. She was very dismissive of all my issues, frequently threatened to put me into the psych ward. All of this opened a door that my cousin walked through. My cousin proceeded to spend about 2 years after I had turned around 15 grooming me. Saying stuff like how age is just a number. Um, Frequently talking about sexual things with me. Till eventually, the year 2023, where she took advantage. My mother was on vacation, and she coerced me into having sex with her. I have been living with this, having nightmares frequently, for the past nearly 3 years. And it has caused me to have very intense views when it comes to accusations of pedophilia and grooming and all of that. And much more recently, the streamer Ludibri. She had a harassment and defamation campaign against her. The vast majority of what was said in the Google document about her was either lies, removal of context, or just flat out misrepresentations. And I have had very intense opinions on this, which you could probably tell at least a bit, going off the fact that I Stand with Ludibri was in my Twitch bio for a good few months. And I was very angry about that, because it's stuff like that that dulls the meaning of the word grooming and pedophilia. It means actual victims like myself are taken less seriously. Stuff like that, that is part of the reason why I never went to court or tried to get legal justice. This stuff isn't, it's not something that can just be thrown around. Especially against trans women who are far more likely to be accused of it falsely than most groups. And it very angry when I see people doing this. Because they're using my trauma and the trauma of other people like me as a cudgel against people they don't like. It disgusts me. I will never have any justice in my life. Because all of the evidence that it ever happened has been washed away by time. And now I am seeing other people won't ever be able to have justice because they won't be taken seriously. Because of other people's actions and false accusations of pedophilia and grooming. Female gender mod pop-up, you are not supposed to be here right now. Go away. Trying to talk about an actually important thing. I just set that to Jack. Maybe cloud settings there. Ludibri, the accusations against Ludibri had little to no real substantial evidence. To the point where I read through transcripts of that group's Discord server that was doing the accusations, and it would appear that they knew that their evidence was minimal, which is why they didn't try and take legal action. And trying to gather my thoughts. These accusations cannot be thrown around like this. To throw them around like this is to dull the words. The more you dull them, the less people will be taken seriously. And it means that other people like me are going to suffer for it. With these types of accusations of pedophilia and dulling of the word, it means that it's going to be seen as a less and less serious thing. More and more people will see an accusation of pedophilia and just go, oh, they just had weird art or something like that. Then people will go out and call folks like me pedo defenders without even knowing that I'm a victim. We'll always expect it to be, oh, like, this stranger or evil, the evil big pedo coming for your kids, but the reality is it's going to be people close to you. It'll be maybe it's your older sister, or your older brother, or your mom, or your dad, or your cousin. But it is almost never a stranger. This whole idea of stranger danger, it's in danger. And Ludibri wasn't. She was big compared to me. She had around 12,000 followers. She wasn't huge, but she wasn't exactly tiny. All of this stuff is very personal to me. And been scared to talk about it all this time because I was scared no one would believe me. I was scared that people would just think I'm lying for attention, or if they believed me, they would just go, since I'm AMAB, say that I enjoyed it and should have, or that that's what boys dream of. And I have to live with this every day and then watch as actual predators get away with it because everyone's so focused on ruining some random person's life over accusations with no basis in reality. Okay, I should turn off the shakers. All of this, it sucks so fucking much because innocent people keep suffering while predators get away and nothing is ever actually done. Everyone's just so focused on this specter of pedophilia that they don't look at their own brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles and pastors and teachers and realize that they are the ones doing this, not strangers, not some mysterious person you've never met. Someone close to you, someone who you'd call a friend or family, or someone you look up to. This is a type of hell I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. And I have to live with it, and I choose to use my voice to stand up for people who are falsely accused. Which means I also get called a pedophile defender. People I looked up to abandoned me. Kind of left me for the wolves. There's not a damn thing I can do. Is while all of these people are so focused on weird artwork and catching a supposed pedophile stalking kids at the playground, they aren't looking at the actual pedos who are around them, and it helps them get away with it. All of this helps pedophiles get away with this. It's by spreading this myth that it will be some stranger. It helps, because it makes children think that it wasn't even assault because of just how poor our sexual education is. They'll think that it was just something family members do. And they could barely learn about it online because it's so stigmatized to even talk about. With anything other than just pure vitriol. People gotta love victims more than they hate pedophiles, and that appears to be something real hard. In my case, it was my cousin. In others, it was an older sister, an uncle, an aunt. But in almost every single story, it is not a random person. Someone they knew, someone they trusted. And those people, they use that trust, they abuse it, they take advantage of it. And then rarely do the victims ever see real justice. Everyone was too busy telling some random person on the internet to kill themselves because someone said they were a pedo without any backing. Any stable backing. People use easily doctored screenshots as evidence and people just instantly believe them. Hey, don't look for more than a second. It just hurts victims more. It's people like me who will never get to see real justice. Hurts my family who is blaming themselves for letting it happen, for not seeing the signs sooner. It hurts the people around me because I am so traumatized that they can't do a damn thing to help. All of this, it just hurts others. It helps no one. Because accusing random trans women of pedophilia, that doesn't help me. It doesn't help other victims. That doesn't help anyone other than the perpetrators. I've lost access to several communities over time because of my views on this situation. only happening a few months ago. I've gotten into fights, and lost friends because of it. I need everyone in the fucking world to understand that this stuff, it doesn't fix a damn thing. All it does is give abusers more power. And they'll use that power over and over again. They'll keep using it until their victims are dead. And people are so focused on this specter of pedophilia that they don't realize they're standing in a pool of blood. I'm sorry that this is my first stream in a while. I just needed to talk about this. Because I'm tired of seeing all of this pain and suffering all around me constantly. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of having friends, family members who are never gonna see any real justice, who are never gonna see the people that hurt them get punished for it. And all the while that's happening, there's people just blaming some random trans girl. Doesn't make sense to me. I can't understand this. Just it's disgusting. And the way people will act when you don't immediately go into vitriolic hatred is just so strange. Why do people seem to hate more than they love people who were hurt? And this doesn't even get into the fact that most instances of CSA are not acts of pedophiles, but rather acts of just abusers who feel no attraction based on age, but rather it's off the power dynamic. Pedophilia is a mental disorder. It is rarely ever treated because if people even say to a therapist that they are having those thoughts and they're disgusted by them, even their therapist will hate them. My cousin, I doubt that she did that to me because she's a pedophile. I think she did it because of the power she held over me. Because after all the neglect, I viewed her as my mother figure. He took advantage of that. And it is due to that event that a lot changed in my life. I lost a lot of friends. I ended up in a very abusive and manipulative relationship as a result of it. And all the while, she got away with it. All the while, she gets to enjoy being free and enjoy her life while I have nightmares. remember what it was like. You take anything, if you're only going to take one thing from this whole thing, just love victims more than you hate pedophiles. Love them more than you hate the abusers. Show them the love they need. Give them the support they need. Because this will ruin their life if they're just left with it. They'll keep self-destructing until eventually they self-destruct in a way they can't come back. I was on that edge several times over these past few years. I was put back onto it recently. And it's scary. It's scary to be ready to die. It's terrifying. You realize that the only thing holding you to this world at that point is just whatever people you have left. If you have none, it's all over. And I promise all of you that this is more common than you'd like to think. All of you likely already know someone else who is a victim and was and would never see justice. It's very likely that you talk to them on a regular basis. You consider them a good friend. And if that person ever comes to you and tells you what happened to them, do not immediately react with vitriolic hate for their abuser, even though you will feel it. React with compassion and empathy. Make sure that your friend knows that they are safe with you.
Trans rights.
Damn, that just, that was certainly some timing, Lily. That was certainly some timing. I guess we did need a little something to lighten the mood, at least a little bit. And make sure to be there for your friends, because if you aren't, it's very likely that someone else will, and that someone else, they might not be a good person. And you might manipulate them, make their issues even worse. Like my ex did. And if something like this happens to you, if it has happened to you, please don't be scared to go to anyone. If I had more time to plan out this stream, I likely would have had a resource linked for where you can go to get help. I apologize for the lack of that, but help is available. There are people who want to help you. I promise. You aren't alone, no matter how much it feels like it. No matter how much you might feel like the whole world is against you, you aren't alone. You are loved. Even despite everything you've been through, in the end, you're still you. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever let yourself forget that you are you. Yeah. And once again, sorry that this is the first stream in a while. But after something happened recently, I felt this was a conversation that had to be had. I don't know if I'll continue on this Minecraft world. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But right now, I feel just a wee bit better. Because I got to talk. And people listen. And now, even despite the fact that I know that I can't get any legal justice, because all of the evidence has been long washed away, I at least feel better knowing that there are people who support me. And I'm tired of being straw. I don't want to be straw anymore. I already didn't get to have proper childhood. Because, well, I'm trans. I was always living a lie up until extremely recently. And then, just as I was figuring that out, I was taken advantage of. And then manipulated and abused even further by another person taking advantage of me. I really should have disabled redeems for this stream. I'm not sure what sarcastic Yuffie. Yeah, that's fair enough, but like, damn. That shit's like putting that one clip of a woman saying yay over the Twin Towers falling. Damn. Ah. Oh, no. Damn. I mean, yeah, I mean, fair enough. I think we did need something to take this down a peg on seriousness. It's like, I'm not exactly the most serious of streamers. I am a very whimsical girl. How many? How many do you people have? I'm growing concerned. How many points do y'all have? How long have you been saving these? This is honestly deeply concerning. You have 37,000. Oh, Zenith, 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 dear. I, I'm not mad, but I'm judging you. Nya. But, yeah. That's, the hells I've been through. And I am deeply sorry for the lack of streams recently. Uh, new, new person moved in with us, so I haven't really been able to stream much as we're sharing a room. Going to try to stream more often. What in the... What? I'm not crazy. Did y'all hear that? Like, cowbell? Okay. Okay, okay, I'm going crazy. Got it. Okay, I'm not crazy. Or just both me and Kat are both crazy. But I hope that all of you have been doing good recently. What do you mean, what did I do? Listen. I what do you mean? I, oh. Oh. Cat, the Eldritch Cow got out of containment again. I need you to put it back in the box. You know, there is something deeply disturbing about seeing someone that is not cat saying quite unfortunate. That disturbs me. That shouldn't be allowed, honestly. Why is there a weird ominous buzzing in my right ear, no matter where I look? Is the insanity taking me? No, the crickets are in both ears. Now the buzzing's in. Never mind, it's a lawnmower. I am the dumbest person to ever live. Wait, no, it's not a lawnmower. Lawnmower, it's a snow blower. I'm just... I'm at a loss for words. And yes, I chose that wording on purpose. Yes, we know you're Texan and have never seen snow in your life. Which is honestly a skill issue. And now I have tormented, Claire. So, I suppose that now, just have a nice calm Minecraft stream for a bit. And... thank all of you. Thanks. Just thank you for listening. Now is not the time for brain tasers. SMH, girl. SMH my head. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but just once again, love victims more than you hate predators. I am so used to having mouse tweaks, dear gods. Keep the boots, actually. Just because I quite like them. I think they're neat. Yeah, I agree with Zenith. It's kind of vanilla, but not really. So yeah, cookies and cream is a good description. Like, there's no new, like, mobs or ores or anything. It's just, I made it look pretty. Oak in the water. Damp. Oh wait. Whoopi. Oh Whoopi. Stay. You must stay here. Not have you dying in the mines. We're not gonna make this world like Stampy's world, where it's just an oversized dog graveyard. How being a Ferrari fan felt this year. Listen, listen, listen. Next year's gonna be our year. We're gonna get it next year. We'll definitely lock in and definitely not bungle it at every turn again. My seat is full of water. Full of water. Must be the water. Let's add that to the words of wisdom. Listen, next year they'll lock in. Stop screwing it over every possible corner. Now we're souping with ketchup? Honestly, McLaren also seems like they're determined to lose. Like, they have had so much dominance, and yet somehow that door for Max Verstappen is still open. Like, shut the door, girly pops. Listen, it's still possible. It's still possible. He just needs to lock the fuck in. And we also need Yuki to become a torpedo. Or Piastri, because Piastri appears to be quite good at doing that to his teammate. Go to sprint. That mission in Hitman is more of an endurance race, if I remember correctly. Like 24 hours of Le Mans style. Nah, we need to go even fucking further. We need Mazepin. Why are we roasting Cat like a walnut? think that after I go up to the surface and stop numbing my emotions for stream, I'm gonna end off. I will try to stream again, hopefully tomorrow. And I'll hopefully be way more active. And just I'll try to do better as a streamer with actually streaming. You know, that's something that streamers usually do. Listen, I even got the 8-ball on my side. Look, if I got the 8-ball on my side, it's gotta happen. Yeah. Damn, I thought that would kill me. There we go. I'll just pop this in there and see all of you later. See you later, friends. I love all of you. Bye now.